I am scared that they have Pinocchio in hand, but I'm just going to go ahead and play Rabbity Bobbity. Ink, and for 2 ink, they play Pinocchio. There it is. Who do they take out? It is Cinderella. Cinderella. That means that they don't get to draw a card, and that's okay with us. The Pinocchio play was Cash Money. This is the deck that we're playing today. It's called Richie's deck because Richie played it. Richie played this at a 2K event at Great Lakes Gaming, and it got top 4, I believe. The thing about Richie's deck is that it has Plutos. It's a Steel Song, but it's got Plutos and it's got Rockstar Stitch, and the idea is to be consistent. It's got the consistency going for it. There's no flutes, so it's similar to other decks that we've tried out that's a Steel Song, but big idea is Pluto and Stitch and the Rockstar Stitch. That's the weird shakeups. It only has 2 Cinderella Stout Hearteds, kind of a high inkable at 16, 20 songs, 40 characters. No other, we don't play any action cards, and we don't play any, what's the other thing? Locations. So just songs, characters. That's the deal. This is what we're playing. This is what we learned in this video. Number 1, Ariel is so valuable. We protected Ariel probably too much during our games. Number 2, get good. We need to get good, get better at Steel Song, because we're not good at it right now. But we still win some games in this video. It's okay. We beat the Ruby Purple, and that's good. And then Amber Amethyst still goes burr. I mean, that thing goes faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, I played 2 games before this and then went terribly bad. So we're jumping into it again, and this is going to be the first game that you guys see, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's not as bad as the other ones. We got matched up against another Steel Song, and they outplayed us like no one's business. They were very good. They got the Cinderella before we got our Cinderella. We're going against Ruby Amethyst, which is always a top deck, but hopefully we can go faster than them. Ariel helps, Grab Your Swords helps, that's cool. We'll keep those in hand. We kind of like the Pluto to play something turn 3. Stitch, Pluto, Kidda. Those are all kind of cool. I like all of these. Maybe I throw back Beast and Pluto. We go second. We throw back Beast and Pluto. And we get a Kidda and I'll let the Storm Rage on, which we don't have any Cinderella, but that's okay. We're going to ink a Kidda turn 1 and play a Stitch. Which isn't the best because they can Teeth and Ambitions the Stitch. And we're kind of playing right into that. But it's whatever. Do we do it if we know what they're doing? For 2, we could play a Kidda if we don't do that. Ink a Kidda. The shift is 4 on it. I don't think we're playing Stitch. We don't want to play right into what they want us to do. Teeth and Ambitions. Turn 2. That'd be too good. They play a little goat into the ink. That's good news for us. We love seeing goats in ink and not in play. They play a Cusco, which can, when it's banished, it gets to draw a card. We're going to go ahead and ink our Stitch. Show our hand. And play the Kidda. Kidda can sing stuff for 2 like Bare Necessities, which would be really cool. Hopefully our Ariel gives us Be Prepared next turn. Or whatever. Bare Necessities. That's the song. For 3 they play Madam Min Fox, which bounces their Olaf. And makes us not on a quest ever. We do get Shift Cinderella, which is huge. And then we go ahead and get rid of our Stitch here. We are going to pay 3 for our Ariel to draw Strength of the Raging Fire. and pass the turn. They could play a Pinocchio here, which would exert our Ariel, and then they would be able to take it because Kidda isn't exerted and our bodyguard doesn't go through there. So that's kind of making us nervous. But it's whatever. They play Queen's Castle, which gives them 2 lore every turn. And they get to sing Friends on the other side. Some major value coming in from that Mim. Let me go ahead and quest it out. I think we're going to ink our Rockstar again. Not a fan favorite for me. We could Ariel again, which would let us do some massive damage later by singing stuff. But the Cinderella sets us up for a shift turn 4. But at that point, they'll be at Medusa territory or Tremaine territory. Two, 1, 3, 1, 2. I can do grab, and I can pay for that. Is that even worth it? That's a lot of business. Or I get Cinderella and sing Strength to get rid of it. I like that. We sing Strength, and then we can play an Ariel. We like that. She sings it and gets rid of the Mim. Alright, I'll go ahead and play an Ariel. She looks at cards, see what we want. We want another Grab Your Swords. Don't mind if I do. And then we're going to quest here. Get on the board at 1. And then when we pass turn, they gain 2 lore with the Queen's Castle. That took us a while to think about. But we figured it out. That's what we wanted to do. We have 4 bodies on board, and we're set up for Shift Cinderella next turn. They play a Merlin Rabbit, which is good news for us because that wasted 4 of their ink to make them draw. We are still 2 turns away from a Be Prepared. And hopefully we get a Bare Necessities to get rid of that Be Prepared. That's all they could do this turn. We do get a Bare Necessities, which is cash money. 5, 6, 7 gets rid of Queens. We like that. Oh, do we get nothing to ink? Yikes. We would have to ink Bare Necessities here. We can draw with this. One of our Ariels is going to draw with this. Gives us a beast to ink. Lets us bring out Shift Cinderella. Shift Cinderella and Ariel can take location, and we can still sing Bare Necessities, which is okay with us. And then we get to sing Bare Necessities. See what they got. They have Tremaine and Medusa, a goat and a rabbit. Tremaine, Medusa, goat, and a rabbit, and that is our turn. So we expect to see a Tremaine or Medusa here. Probably the Medusa to get rid of our Ariel. But if they use Medusa to get rid of Kidda, then they could also take out an Ariel with their 2 characters on board there and get to draw 2 cards, which is what I do. We see a Minnie Mouse Surfer come in. Crazy plays. They pass turn. So we know that Minnie Mouse Surfer was their draw, so we definitely don't want to use that. We could actually wipe their board singing Be Prepared twice. That lets them draw 2 cards. And then we might do that after, yeah. 13, save it. Quest, we'll get to sing. Bare necessities. They got a friends on the other side. Get that out of here. And we quest for 3. They can't Dragonfire. The only thing they could do is be prepared next turn. And then we save this so we could do more damage to other characters next turn. And our Cinderella would be able to challenge ready characters. Like Maleficent. Maleficent lets them draw a card. And we'll see if they ink here. Inking here puts us in a bad situation because inking here puts them at 7 ink. But they could have 7 ink any turn. They quest with the mini. And put down a Mim Rush to heal that mini so she doesn't die to grab your swords. And they take out our Kita. No, Kita. She gone. We get a Cinderella. We're going to go ahead and just pay for it. I think we keep that in hand. So we can play it later. Play it next turn. We're at 10. They're at 11. Let's see what happens. We know they have Tremaine and Medusa in hand. They could also have pulled the dreaded Be Prepared by now. We know that they have Tremaine, Medusa, and Minnie Mouse in hand. We go ahead and play Tremaine. That's not Tremaine. That's Medusa, which gets rid of one of our Ariels. And makes us so sad. Oh. Wolf. We can quest for 4 next turn, or we could take out their Medusa. But it would do 2 damage to our precious Cinderella. And we want to get 3 lore. So that was cool for us because playing Robin Hood means that they can't Medusa. They'll have to Tremaine. We'll leave this unexerted so they can't knock it out and use a Tremaine. Yeah. They use a crab, which gives it 7 power, which is enough to knock out our Cinderella. Incredible. Didn't see it coming. And they play a rabbit to draw a card. And we know that they have Tremaine in hand, and then we know they have a Minnie Mouse Surfer in hand. Robin's okay with us. That can knock out Ariel, which is bad news. But we love the lore. We have game on board if they don't take out that. They could swing crab into it and then swing rabbit into it, and that would knock it out because when the crab leaves play, takes it out. They sing with it, so that means it's safe, but they could also use that Tremaine that they have. And we choose Ariel there if they pull out Tremaine. If we see a quest we expect Be Prepared to happen. They're running through the cards. They have 35 cards left in their deck, and we have 41 left in ours. So they are definitely drawing way more than us. Even though we got those Rapunzels, the Rapunzels ain't pulling anything for us. They play Maui, Wowie, Zowie Pizza to take out our Robbity Bobbity. We get to draw a card with that, which that don't bother us none. And they take out our Ariel. We get to go to 18 next turn. They play a snake to probably bounce the Maui. I don't know why they did that to the crab, but okay. Or even if they did it to the rabbit, they'd be able to draw a card. And they play a Rafiki. Two or three. We just play 2 cards here. Because we want to have game on board. We should have done 3. We know they have Tremaine. We should have done all 3. Because I don't think they're going to be prepared with all that value that they have on board. No, it's only 3 lower. They would definitely be prepared there. Darn. We get to draw a card. It's Tinkerbell. Definitely should have played all 3 cards there. They played Tremaine. Do we get rid of Robbity Bobbity? Yeah, we do. But it could shift and quest. So could Cindy. I think this deck plays all 4 Robin Hoods and only 2 Cinderellas. 2 Cinderellas and all 4 Robin Hoods. So I should have bet on Robin Hood there. Because it's more likely that I pull a Robin Hood than I pull another Cinderella. They go to 14 Lorne and they have game on board next turn. And we can't knock out anything of theirs except for this Rafiki by playing Tink and swinging at it. They ink the Queen's Castle. And they play a crab, so they definitely have game on board now. If we don't get a damaging spell, which we do not, that is over. We lost the game. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. They have 6. Oh, and we do get to take 1 out. So we get to live 1 more turn. Right? Taking out the Rafiki. Puts them to 5. But they could go. They definitely got goat. There it is. Both of us have game on board. If they pull a goat, they win. Or if they don't knock out our Tinkerbell, we win. So we'll see what happens. They play a rabbit. They could get a goat with this last draw. We'll see what it is. If it's Tremaine, we also lose. This is a close one. If it's Tremaine or Goat, we lose. It is Rafiki. We win the game. Woo! That was a tough one. That was right to the wire at 19 to 18, and then we're going to get it with our Tinkerbell. There it is. That was a crazy game. But we got the dub. So there's one match. We'll hop into a second one. See how Richie's deck does. See if it can get us to silver 3, 100 points. We get an aggro deck, which is concerning. It is the Amber Purple. Usually hyper aggro. Our saving grace is that we get to go first. And we're going to aggressively mulligan for a damaging spell with... Ariel could sing that. We like that a lot. So we like the Pluto line. And we really want to get a Strength of the Raging Fire. We are going to save that for ink. Yeah. We'll just mulligan 2. Strength of the Raging Fire. That's our damaging spell. That's what we like to see. Kidda will be our ink. And here comes Cinderella. And then we have removal for 3 turns in a row, I believe. They play a Neva Everland. Do they have any rush characters? No, they don't. We're just going to let them have Neverland. That is okay with us. I don't think we should have inked the Pluto there. ink the stitch there. I think that we should have kept it for more aggro ourselves, because they're going fast, but we need to go faster. For 2 ink, they could play their Pinocchios, or their bodyguarded Simba would be a good plan. Or they flood with 2 Lilos or 2 Maleficents. It is a little picky, and we take those. We say, yum, 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 come here, little piggy. And then we're going to go ahead and exert to play Ariel. And that will get us another damaging spell, which will let us draw a card. We like that one more than we like strength. And we pass. We don't need to get more ink here. We need to be able to do damage to what they put out. Amber Amethyst Aggro has no rush characters as of set 3. They ink at Kidda. So this is probably the bannable Harka deck. They play a Wendy and a Pascal. The shift would be cool eventually, but we're not going to get there. So we're going to go ahead and take it out into the ink. And Cinderella here is going to sing to take out Wendy. That's their aggro, and they can have that one lore with the little chameleon. I'm not tripping about it. We could have drawn a card there, but I'm not tripping about it. We still could draw a card, but we're not tripping about the Pascals. We're tripping about other stuff. They can have one lore at a time. They ink a snake and play a rabbit. Can play our Pluto, be a little aggro. And I think we will take out the Pascal here so we can draw a card. Gives us a Tinkerbell Giant Fairy, which would help us, but we need to get more ink. We could do 2 damage on the Neverland. 2/2. We're not worried about it. We're worried about not having lore faster than that. The rabbit can take out Cinderella, or it could take out Pluto on the free. They take out Cinderella on the free. But that means that rabbit is in Grab Your Swords territory. They play Mim Fox, and that gets to take out our Ariel. Goodbye, Ariel. And they have 1 to put down a Maleficent. They ink a Befuddle. We get to Grab Your Swords. We don't have enough to play it. Do we go ahead and quest for 2 here? We pass it. Not having a key to bodyguard there was a mistake. They get to draw a card with their rabbit. And ink a goat. And what do they play for 2 ink? It's the little piggy. And gosh, we sure are hoping for an inkable card. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's just about the worst thing that's ever happened. They can quest for 8, and then if they play a goat and bounce it with the snake, they win. They play a Akita, which gives everybody 0 attack, and play a Lilo. And I think that Kita wins them the game. Wow. We got smoked here, boys. They have it well on board. That was a bad game. What did we learn? Ink and pull better. We learned to get good. Number one tip that we learned from this matchup, get good. Then he quested out with the Queen, was quested for, oh, it only has 2 lore? Thought it had 3s. One more game with Richie's deck. The redemption. The redemption arc. We've lost 3 and 1-1. So it's not good for us. Richie did very good with it. We get paired against the Ruby Amethyst. Is this going to be our only other win? Does this deck only win against the Ruby Amethyst? We get to go first. We have the Robin Hood line. We have Bare Necessities. And we have the Cinderella line. Incredible. Incredible values here. Do we throw back Robin Hoods? Nah. I think we keep it. Cinderella line's pretty cool. Stitch, get out of here. Play Chatterbox followers. Which means we don't want to exert this, or they could take it out for freezies. If we're going to go ahead and ink our Robbity Bobbity. I am scared that they have Pinocchio in hand, but I'm just going to go ahead and play Robbity Bobbity. Yeah. Gives us the option to shift Robin Hood next turn or do other stuff. I don't know. They ink, and for 2 ink, they play Pinocchio. There it is. Who do they take out? It is Cinderella. Goodbye, Cinderella. That means that they don't get to draw a card, and that's okay with us. The Pinocchio play was cash money. Gonna play our thing. If we ink that, we can still get out Robin Hood. Oh, no, we can't. But we could play Bare Necessities. I think we'll save Bare Necessities for later. Turn 6. They ink Maui, which is good for us. We left to see Maui in the ink. And they play Friends on the other side for 3 ink. Ariel. Does she sing? Does she get played? I think she gets played here. Bare Necessities is cool. Bare Necessities is sick. Get rid of that Cinderella. We're scared of the Mim Rush, so we should not have done that. But we did. The Mim Rush is coming. You best believe it. The Crab does massive damage into the Pluto. Too good. A Pinocchio for 4 strength. They ink a Cusco and play a Rafiki is their turn. We get a bodyguard. First things first, we're going to go ahead and shift. And hit the Pinocchio. Ink Bare Necessities. And to save this from a Maui Rush next turn, we're going to bodyguard. But they could take it and then still rush. We're going to leave Ariel protected. We leave Ariel protected. She's going to be okay. She's going to live. They do the things that I just thought. They take it out. And then they rush Maui. They have to ink something and then throw out Maui. They ink the snake. And there he is, Maui. We played into it. We knew what was happening. And it still happened. Sad boy beast, don't mind if I do. 6 is not be prepared territory, so we don't do anything still. Probably should have inked there because we will want to have more cards next turn. Because we can sing it still. They play Medusa, which gets rid of Sad Boy Beast. Now let the Storm Rage on, which can take out their Maui. We're going to do that. So you can buy Maui, we get Bare Necessities. We'll go ahead and ink Bare Necessities here, and then we'll keep one for next turn. Pass. They play a rabbit, which lets them draw a card. They ink a Rafiki, and they have 3 ink to play with. It is Minnie Mouse the Surf Rat. Play that. We'll refill our hand. They did have Be Prepared, so that would have hit, but that's okay. Grab Your Swords does nothing here for us. Tinkerbell sets us up for Grab Your Swords next turn, and makes them want to take out our board. So we take those. We take that so we can remove their Minnie Mouse with Grab Your Swords next turn. They throw Medusa into the area, putting her in range for Grab Your Swords 2, which is fine with us. Want to be prepared in the trash. Rabbit lets him draw a card. Snake lets him bounce a card. It's going to be Medusa. You get a Rafiki on board. Cinderella, we're going to go ahead and sing Grab Your Swords here. They get to draw off of that. Shift it. Draw a card. Punza's cool. Gosh, yeah, we like this hand. I'm in a quest there. I don't know. I just work here. They quest it, and then it looks like it's going to be a Be Prepared. They quest both of them, and boom, there it is. They pay 7 ink, and that's okay with us. They have 1 ink to play with this turn. We'll see if they put down a Rafiki. They have 2 ink to play with. They have Grab Your Swords in hand. That's okay with us. We know that they have Medusa in hand, so this was a silly Billy idea. And we passed turn. That was a really silly Billy idea. Baits out there, Medusa. See if they put anything else out. They put a Min Fox. Put it back in their hand. Yeah, I think we whole new world here. 26 cards. Yeah. Ariel's cool. Hopefully she gets us a whole nother world. We take those. 1924. Robin Hood on the board. Pass turn. We've used 2 whole new worlds. We could likely make them lose by taking them out. They put out Sorcerer's Spellbook, and I don't know if our deck plays Rise of Titans, which it definitely doesn't, because that's not a song. This deck only plays songs. Rise of Titans is not there. They have 2 of those, and we know that they have Goat in hand, so we know we want to get rid of it. We want to be able to sing Ariel. Shift Robin Hood would be cool. Beast is cool. Removing them is great. Put out a key to bodyguard it. A Pluto. Inkia Boy Beast. And we're out here singing. We didn't get another All New World, which would be cool. That's the win con that we want to go for. They have 11 cards. We have 16 cards. We can play something for 7 ink, but we're scared of their Be Prepared. We'll quest here. Get out of Pluto. Get out of Stitch. Draw a card. Whole New World, cool. So if they draw a couple cards this turn, we'll be able to Whole New World them. And that'd be sick. We'll get out of Cinderella. And then pass the turn to that. They're at 10, we're at 15. We could make it so next turn they only have 3 cards in deck, and if they draw anything with like Rabbit, they lose. They ink a monkey. They quest one Mim. They quest the other one. They put down a Queen's Castle, and then they Be Prepared. That has 3, and that's in Medusa territory, so that isn't very cool. But this is the win con that we're going for, is Whole New Worlding. If we don't pull the last Whole New World, or we would also lose. When we pass turn, they have 3 turns to win, which they could do with the Queen's Castle out there. So we'll see. 1 Be Prepared, 2 Be Prepared, 3 Be Prepared, 4, and a Dragon. Medusa gets to get rid of our Stitch. Goodbye, Stitch. And then they have game on board next turn. That takes them to 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They have game, and we have nothing. Does anything let us draw a card? Rockstar Stitch does. Three cards in deck. Ink. 2 lets us draw, and if it's a 1 cost, I think we play Ariel. See if we get Whole New World. It's not here. Two and 2. There it is. That was our big brain plays that didn't pan out. But that's okay. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. That'd be super.